Hello everyone, John Trigger 12 back here again with another video, and yes, I know I'm back again talking about the casting rumors. I know I've been bitching about it on my channel for the last several weeks now. I've been just bashing people on the comments section. I've been bashing people on fucking YouTube, on the internet in general about the casting rumors of the DC cinematic universe. I know, it's been stupid, but I just had to talk about this. It was referenced several days ago. I've been on vacation, so I couldn't talk about it earlier, but I've been thinking about it, and more or less, this is what it is. Jason Momoa, as we all know, he's been referenced and rumored to be Aquaman in the DC cinematic universe, specifically Batman v Superman and Justice League, for a while now. It's been almost an ongoing joke as to whether or not he will be featured as Aquaman in the cinematic universe. And now, supposedly, by reasonably reliable sources, he has been officially cast as Aquaman in the cinematic universe. So, of course, I just wanted to talk about it, seeing as how DC's been showing us some awesome content, some awesome official news to what's going to be happening, like, you know, like the statue, the Batmobile, the roadmap, and all the other upcoming stuff to their universe that I personally am psyched for. But casting rumors, obviously, as you all know, I've been fucking hating the casting rumors for fucking weeks now and months. It's been one of those things that I personally can't get over as to why people continue to talk about. But seeing as how it is Aquaman, I gotta have to talk about it. Because as we all know, Aquaman is the most underrated comic book character in DC Comics, or maybe even comic book history. He is definitely the most underrated. He definitely has yet to get his dues in the industry. And personally, it's been like a driving force to try and get Aquaman in a more reasonable and more hardcore, awesome kind of state. You know, of course, the New 52 has been doing that with ease. The New 52 of DC Comics has made Aquaman a beast, a fucking savage, which personally brings me as to how he's going to be presented into today's fucking cinematic universe. Personally, Aquaman in the DC cinematic universe. Is it possible? It is completely possible, and it's completely been referenced already. Man of Steel, if you watch Man of Steel again and kind of read into the subliminal messaging and the details of the movie, of course you get various Easter eggs to all sorts of different places in DC's universe and how they reference into upcoming movies. But is Aquaman referenced in Man of Steel? Yes, he's kind of semi-referenced in Man of Steel. You can, of course, watch it and check it out for yourselves. So we know that Aquaman will be featured, or has been featured, in the Man of Steel universe. Of course, it's something I personally like the idea of. I mean, I'm fucking all for it. I mean, Aquaman in the universe, fucking awesome. I personally like to see Aquaman in a good light that personally seems badass, in my opinion. But that's just me. Personally, this video is more dedicated, more or less, towards Aquaman being in the universe than the casting rumor itself. Personally, I want to see Aquaman in this universe. I want to see it. It's something that I personally think will be badass, especially a New 52 version of the character. That would be awesome. That would just be the icing on the fucking cake, in my personal opinion. I obviously think Aquaman could be featured. Will he be featured in Batman v Superman? I have no idea. Zack Snyder is, of course, directing 2 movies in the DC Cinematic Universe, which, of course, was previously Man of Steel. Now he's directing Batman v Superman, which is continuously filming as we speak. And, of course, Justice League, which will be revealed. And it's being filmed back-to-back with the current movie. And, of course, will be revealed supposedly a year afterwards in 2017, which is personally pretty alright in my opinion. Now is Aquaman going to be featured in any of those movies? Batman v Superman, I can't really see Aquaman being shown. Referenced, I can see it. Will Aquaman be referenced in Batman v Superman? I can see that, like, kind of like how, but a more obvious reference. Like in Man of Steel, they kind of semi-referenced him a little bit, but didn't really get into the details as to whether or not Aquaman actually lives in the universe. So of course, it's kind of debatable. But But I would personally like. This is what I personally like to see. I would like to see him referenced in Batman v Superman, but in a good light, as to, okay, this guy actually lives in this universe and he's actually doing things. Then I'd like to see him be featured in the Justice League movie, in a full, like, actual cameo scene. Not like a short cameo, like in a good, epic, big scenario kind of cameo. Like, he's going to be a part of the team, or at least will be featured in the team, and then be a part of the actual lineup in later movies. So personally, that's something I like to see. Now, as we all know, Jason Momoa has been referenced for the character for fucking months. And supposedly, by reliable sources, he's been cast officially as the character. And of course, on Jason Momoa's Tumblr or Twitter, I don't remember which one of those, he took a photo of himself holding a pitchfork-like trident, kind of referencing the character of Aquaman. And people have been talking about that as well. Personally, is Jason Momoa cast as Aquaman? Personally, I really don't care. If he is or isn't, it doesn't really bother me. I personally just want to see Aquaman in the cinematic universe in and of itself. So whoever gets to play him doesn't really bother me. Jason Momoa playing him doesn't bother me. So of course, if he is going to play him or if he isn't going to play him, I have no fault with it. It doesn't really bother me. I give two shits. It's just my opinion. Personally, Aquaman in Justice League, I fucking want to see it. I just want to see him fucking being presented. Personally, I like to see him kind of like, almost like self-referencing himself in a sense. Like, he's kind of like in the movie, just as an example scenario. Of course, this is just me talking out of my ass at this point in this video, but personally, it would be kind of cool to see, like, okay, the Justice League is there, you know, Batman, Ben Affleck, Batman, you know, is there with Superman and Wonder Woman and whatnot, and they're kind of like just doing their thing, trying to save the world or whatnot from any type of unknown threat that we've been yet to see. And then Aquaman shows up, and then he kind of is like trying to help out, but of course no one needs his help because, of course, as we all know, Aquaman gets the bad rap of like, oh, what can you do? All you can do is talk to fish and fucking breathe in the water. What kind of use are you? And it'll be kind of cool to see like Aquaman self-reference that and kind of just show off as to what he can do, you know? It'd be kind of cool to see, like, Aquaman, like, threaten the Justice League or kind of, like, have this humongous tsunami, like, destroy Metropolis or, like, fucking... Personally, I've seen this in the comics, and I personally would love to see it, like, happen in real life, which would be, obviously, Aquaman just holding his trident and just yelling out, "I am your king!" And that would be personally badass. That would be, like, if Aquaman says that and you get to see that in the movie, personally badass, I would love it. It would just drive my head into oblivion. But that's going to be it. I've been rambling far too long, and personally, what do you guys think? Jason Momoa is Aquaman. I know it's kind of old news, but what can you do? Do you think he's going to be Aquaman? Is it true that he's been cast as Aquaman in Batman v Superman / Justice League? And obviously, what do you guys think about Aquaman in the DC Cinematic Universe? And of course, that's going to be it for this video. Personally, I love Aquaman. I want to see him in Justice League. Is Jason Momoa going to play him? Personally, I don't really care. I don't hate Jason. So, of course, if he's going to play him or if he's not going to play him, it doesn't really bother me. I just want to see Aquaman doing his thing. And personally, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully I'll have some more movie news for DC related stuff in the following days. And obviously Comic-Con is right around the corner. So of course hopefully we'll get an official statement by Warner Brothers and Zack Snyder as to whether or not, you know, all this is true. Because of course this is all he or she says, you know, so it's kind of, you know, it's one of those things that you have to debate about. But personally, it doesn't bother me. I personally just want to see Aquaman. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed.